Hey guys, JamesMCD Reviews here, and welcome to another TV log. And today we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk Edgerunner. I was going to do this video after October, but I figured since I just finished the series and while it's still fresh in my mind, I figured I'd get this video out. So if you guys don't know, this is the Netflix original anime series based on the video game Cyberpunk 2077. And before I talk about the anime, I should probably talk about my thoughts on the game, which are very little because I haven't really played much of it. I got it when it came out, and I played it for maybe like half an hour or 45 minutes, and this was back before all the patches and all the updates. I played it literally right when it came out, so it wasn't very good. It was very choppy. It was hard to, get a grasp on, and it didn't look very good. And this was also back when I was hearing horror stories of the PS4 version basically like demolishing people's consoles, so that kind of steered me away from playing it again. But I mean, I have wanted to get back into it now that they've fixed a lot of the problems with it, because I mean, it did look like a fun game, and the world looked really intriguing and fun to run around in. And this anime takes full advantage of that. It's set in the same universe as the game, and it's about a street kid trying to survive in a technology and body modification obsessed city of the future with everything to lose. He chooses to stay alive by becoming an edgerunner, a mercenary outlaw, also known as a cyberpunk. So right off the bat, I gotta say, this show is fucking phenomenal. Like I said, I didn't make it very far into the game, and I'm not very familiar with the world, so I wasn't really sure what to expect, but right from the first episode, I was hooked. I love the world that they create for this show. Obviously it's set in the same world as the game, but here you get a lot more time to see it fleshed out and just take in all the little details, and it looks fucking gorgeous. The animation is fantastic. It's so bright and colorful, and there's just so much to take in that it's impossible to see on the first viewing. It's also very action-packed, and when I say action-packed, I don't mean in that same sort of Dragon Ball type of action-packed where it's just really over the top. Well, I mean, it is over the top, but it's very adult action-packed. It's very brutal and bloody. I believe it's rated TVMA, so this is not one to watch with mom and dad. There is a lot of swearing, a lot of blood, and a lot of very brutal kills, a lot of nudity. There's just flat out porn in multiple scenes. It doesn't feel out of place because it fits with the world and it fits with the tone that they're going for. But yeah, it was just super intense. The action scenes were absolutely hypnotic. This show is done by Trigger, whose works I'm not 100% familiar with, but after this I would definitely not mind checking out more of their stuff, because the animation on this, particularly during the action, was so fluid and just so it's impossible to put into words just how awesome it was. You just have to watch it for yourself. Also, the soundtrack in the show is really great. I've been listening to bits and pieces of it for the past couple weeks since I started watching it, and it's just so good. It mixes tracks that are already in the game mixed with sort of metal, punky, alternative type of songs, and it's it all works. Nothing feels out of place. Like I said, it's all so great. As Critical said in his video, it's just full of boner jams, which is a very accurate way to put it. I also really liked the characters. I thought David was, he starts off as kind of your typical anime protagonist. He's he's a school prodigy with a supportive mom, and then he falls on hard times, but he gets a chance to, have a better life and learn to stand up for himself, and joins this ragtag team and everything like that. And you see his journey progress as the show goes on, and you see him lose himself more and more and fall down a much darker path. And it's you feel so bad for him, and you're constantly rooting for things to get better, but this isn't that type of show. Honestly, the one sort of, I don't even want to say an issue, but it is kind of there is the dialogue is kind of messy. And I think part of that is because of the translation from Japanese to English. And that's not even me being like horrible or anything. Like there are parts where, like whenever there's a phone call like projected on the screen and it's like the words are like projected out, like the way that it's written and the way that the lines are delivered just feels kind of off. And I feel like that something just got lost in translation. I don't know. But also the dialogue, because it's like the world and the characters are so rich and there's so much like information to get across, the dialogue is very exposition heavy, and it can become like, sometimes it works, but other times it can be very like clunky. Don't get me wrong, there are plenty of unintentionally hilarious lines.
What makes you think you're any different?
Dunno. Tough to say. It just feels right. Like it's always been a part of me. I'm built different.
Make yourself comfy.
My name's David.
But yeah, that's like the only like slight criticism that I have. I was kind of going back and forth on whether or not this show should be longer, because it's 10 episodes and all the episodes are about like 25-ish minutes. On the one hand, I would love for there to be more episodes or a second season, or for the episodes to be longer, just because I love the world and I love the characters and there's so much more that you could like explore. I feel like the show as it is kind of a perfect length, because it really like accentuates the ticking clock with David, and just how like, you know, how the mechanical like implant is slowly like deteriorating his mind, and like how he hasn't got a whole lot of time left. So I don't know, while I do wish that there were more seasons or more episodes, I am satisfied with the show that we got. It was very well made, it was very well put together, and I would highly recommend checking it out. If you're a fan of the game, even if you're not a fan of the game or you were kind of let down by it, I would highly recommend checking this out. Again, it's very brutal, so discretion is advised. But yeah, I would have to give Cyberpunk Edgerunner a 4.5 out of 5. But anyway, that does it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of Cyberpunk Edgerunner, if you've seen it, and what are some other trigger shows or movies or whatever that I should watch, either for the bucket list or for a TV log. Let me know all that stuff down below. Until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on what I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.